We are human. I am human. Don't get so lost in perfection that you forget that without those bad days, without those shitty moments, without missing a step once in a while, you wouldn't have anything to really measure the good moments off of, right? And I say this because, again, I'm human. This morning I woke up and, oh my God, it was the craziest thing. It was this overwhelming, like, anxiety. But while I'm still in bed, right, I'm very big, remember, on figuring out what your first thoughts are and how it's going to guide you. But it was like instantly, I gained consciousness. And all of a sudden, it's like, yo, you're such a loser. Damn, bro, that business failed. Oh my God, you got how much to cover in debt for that? Oh my God, how you gonna make it? Every single negative thought, and all surrounded by money, that's the funny part. All surrounded around money, but every single negative thought possible started to just flood my brain. And I know you go through it too, right? Because that is what being human is. As much as I want to, ideally, like my ideal day, I've told you guys before, is at 4:27 a.m. I wake up, I get to my meditation, my visualization, my journaling, do a little push-ups, you know what I'm saying? Do a little sit-ups, da-da-da-da, hydrate with my water, lemon, and pink salt, and I get my mind ready. I take my supplements, and I know I'm ready for the day before anyone else wakes up. But I can't do it. I struggled with it, right? It was like, as soon as that thought hit, everything else fell apart. But you know what I didn't do? Sulk. I didn't sit there and say, oh, this day is done. I'm a piece of shit and guess I'm failing and I guess this quest I'm on ain't gonna happen. No. I automatically start to focus on solutions. And at this moment, it felt like there was no solution, right? Because my first idea of focusing on a solution was like, okay, where am I? What am I going to put extra effort into right now to make sure that I offset that money? You know, how much can I pour into marketing so that I can get more leads and then I could close them because I'm a sales monster. I'm the closer. Like all these things started going through my head, but none of it was working. And the simplest solution came up. It was breathing. And this is why I say it's important to really flood your time, right? Go on a media fast and all that stuff, but flood your time with the important things and people that are there to like uplift you and take you to the next level, people that inspire you, right? Because just 2 or 3 nights ago, I was watching Diary of a CEO. Right, I'm watching Diary of a CEO, and this specific episode was more like a vlog episode. It wasn't really focused on his usual interviews. And he's interviewing a gentleman, I forgot his name, but he goes, hey, like my girlfriend started home breathing studio, yada, yada, yada. It's talking about like Wim Hof and all that stuff. And I'm listening. I'm not really watching it. I'm just listening and it's there. And the gentleman brought up a fact that I knew from before. And it was what Andrew Huberman said, which is when you inhale quick, like Tony Robbins, right? He makes you inhale quickly, right? No, inhale slowly and exhale quickly. Yeah, that's what he does because that amps you up. That gets you up. So, right? That elevates you. That wakes you up. That gets your heart rate going. Whereas the opposite is when you inhale quickly and release the breath slowly, it slows down your heart rate. So anybody going through like anxiety or any panic attacks or anything of that nature, if you can think of that quick enough, which is pretty hard when you're going through it, I know. That's why I just told you I was just having all these crazy thoughts and I'm just thinking of how to make more money. Oh, I got money problems, how to make more money. I just needed to breathe. I laid there in bed and I was breathing. And it came to me afterward. I'm like, man, without these moments, how would I ever know the joy of my successes? The joy of reaching these levels, right? The joy of what it's supposed to feel like as Handsome 3.0 or as you 2.0. We wouldn't. So as much as I've been a little tough lately and, You need these days. You need these days to reflect, take it easy. And I mean, it's not an excuse, right? Like, don't be like, well, if I weren't this fat, then I wouldn't be able to keep my baby warm when I hug him. Like, no, it don't work that way either. Don't use it as a scapegoat, right? Don't use it as a reason to not go to the gym because, hey, I'll get to extra time with my kids in the morning. Like, no, your kids need you around for the extra time later on in life, right? Before you die because you're going to get a heart attack. And I'm talking to myself in this, right? No, don't think I'm just pointing out that I'm chunky right now. I got to get to it. But yeah, man, don't forget, without the downs, there are no ups, right? It's a balance of life. Goes in cycles, goes in waves like the seasons. So remember that. You are human. And sometimes you can't solve a problem by trying to solve the problem. You solve it by using other metrics like I just did with breathing. I'll see you tomorrow.